right? So I just wanted to share. Have you ever looked at something and thought, you know what, I can't do that because I don't have the skills, the talent, or the know-how, while someone else may have that, and you think that, you're just not going to be able to be successful? I want to prove you this is so wrong, okay? I know when I was thinking about starting a business, I was like, well, I have no makeup skills. I mean, obviously, you see, I don't wear makeup hardly ever. I don't know how to do any of those things. How am I ever going to be successful? But you know what? There is one thing that is far more important, that is a factor in your success, that is far more important than having the skills to do the things. And we're going to talk about that today. And I was thinking about sharing this, and two different people, like I had our co-founder Melanie shared about it, and then my mentor Ray Higdon shared about it. I'm like, yes, I need to share this because this gave me hope. This gave me, a reason to realize that if you have this one thing, you can do anything. You guys, it's not about if you know the things or if you have the skills, because you can learn that. But if you don't have this one thing, you're not going to stick around. And so here's a couple examples. He said he's worked with some people in the industry in network marketing, and some of them come in, they're super skilled and they're super talented, and they blow it up in their business. But then something happens in their life and they just left. But those that have persistence, those that have grit, so if you have persistence and grit, they are the ones that stick it around, okay? Because everybody runs into obstacles. You're going to have things that you don't understand. Things are going to happen that you don't like. People are going to upset you. You're going to run into problems in whatever it is you're trying to do. But if you have this dream that's been placed in your heart by your Creator, and you have persistence to stick it out, and you have that grit, you are more likely to be successful. And you know what? That just warmed my heart because I feel like that is my story. I came into, and I'm just going to use, because this is my personal example, I came into this business knowing nothing. And you guys, I totally sucked at it for so long. I don't even know why some people supported me. My makeup looks looked awful. But I was determined because I felt this dream placed in my heart. And I felt like I was born to do this, even though I didn't know how to do so many things. I didn't know how to communicate with people. I didn't know how to build a team. I was such an introvert. And I didn't wear makeup. Like I grew up not knowing how to wear makeup my whole life. But I felt this calling inside me to step up and help change women's lives to feel more confident. And so the only reason I'm still here after all the things I've been through in the last 5 years is my own darn persistence and grit that has kept me here. And I'm so grateful for that, you guys. I have been through some times. There have been some moments when I have thought about leaving. I've thought about quitting this dream because I'm like, is it really worth the sacrifice and the pain? There have been times when I have been through some really painful things. But because I stuck it out, I've been having the best year, this last year and this year that I've ever had. I've been getting blessed so much. And it's because of my persistence. It's because of my grit. And I am experiencing that success I've been wanting. And it took me longer than a lot of people because I had to learn a lot of skills I didn't have. So skills are important, but they're not going to keep you here, and they're not going to help you to ultimately stick around and have the success. Without the persistence, without the grit, those people who have those skills often leave. They often quit when life throws them for a loop or things go wrong. And so, that just warmed my heart because I don't know, just probably the way God has shaped me with the things that I've had to deal with in my life, the physical challenges and the chronic issues I've had, that I've really had that stubborn persistence and grit. And when you're determined and you're focused and you stay focused, no matter what happens, you will succeed. It's just a matter of time. And so here's what Melanie shared, and I really like some of the things that she shared. She talks about the 3 G's of a successful mindset is gratitude, goals, and having grit. So obviously grit isn't the only thing, but it will keep you in the game. It will keep you showing up until you learn the things you need to learn, until you do the things you need to do to have success. And without that persistence and that grit, you're going to quit. So relationship between grit and goals. Passionate persistence and pursuit, grit, it equals success. So if you can harness that, if you can dig in, if you can stick it out through the uncomfortable things, through the times when it feels like nothing's working out, through the haters that pop up, and the people that don't understand and don't support the dream that's in your heart, if you can have that passionate persistence and that pursuit and that grit, you will have success. I promise you guys. I have experienced it myself. To be able to go to the Bahamas in January was such an emotional thing. I was sitting there that first night, and we got to watch the ice skaters on the cruise, and it was the most beautiful thing to sit there in the front row watching them skate, and I started to cry. I got so emotional because I felt so grateful that I was able to have that experience, that I was able to go on that cruise and earn that trip, and to be able to take a friend with me. And I just felt such gratitude that I had stuck it out, that I had continued to learn, that I had the grit, the persistence to keep trying, even though I failed so many times. And I'm not where I want to be yet. I have huge goals. I have big things I want to accomplish, but I have made huge steps forward, and I'm starting to really enjoy some amazing rewards and successes. Especially, I just earned another trip to take my husband for our anniversary to Mexico, and I'm super, super grateful and humbled about that. But I know I wouldn't have done that had I not stuck around and had that persistence and that grit. So it's, if you can develop that skill, if you can develop the ability to be persistent in your goals, to not give up, then whatever your dreams are, I mean, the sky's the limit. So she also said grit is the opposite of entitled. So that's another important thing. And you are the only one that can push yourself. Grit is time management, self-discipline, and desire for more. Grit is a better indicator of success than talent. There it is, guys. That's it, man. It's just so important. Just wanted to share that. If you think that this dream that's been placed in your heart, if you don't think that you are unworthy and incapable of being able to go out there and slay that dream and to create that legacy that you want, just know that if you have the persistence and the grit to stick it out and to constantly show up, constantly keep learning and be coachable and keep implementing and growing, you will get there. And it gives me hope, right? Because I know that I don't have the natural skills that some people have that come into this business and blow it up. But because I'm willing to stick it out and keep showing up, it doesn't matter, because success will come. And I thought that was such an empowering thing. So I wanted to share that. I hope that's helpful. Would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on persistence and grit? What has helped you to have success in your goals? Please share below. I would love to hear from you. And by the way, if you would like, I have some tips to prevent and remedy thinning lashes. This is the whole reason I started what I'm doing, is because my lashes started thinning, and the effect that it had on me it made me feel so unattractive as I started losing my lashes. So if you would like some tips on that, just shoot me a message and I'll send that over. So have a great night. I love you.